Did you just start Minecraft for the first time and feel like this? Is this a cow? What are these? What's happening? Have you ever started a Minecraft game and this happened to you? I don't know why I'm flying. Does this game make you feel like this? Does someone you know play Minecraft and you really just want to know what they're talking about? If you said yes to any of those things, then this video series might be for you. If you've ever done this before, this series might not be for you. Or it might be, who knows? However, if getting started in Minecraft feels completely overwhelming to you, then you're in luck. I am the Blue Regent, and I am here to show you how to get started in Minecraft. Okay, so we're back, and we're going to build some more on what we worked on last week. Let's see, if I remember right, yep, we had some iron cooking in here. And I'm going to grab this boat. The way that you can build a boat is in a shape like this, basically a U shape of any one type of wood. If you're playing this on Bedrock, so like on an Xbox or a PlayStation or the Windows version on a PC, I think this also needs a wooden shovel to build. But if you're playing the Java version, this is the way that you make it. So we're going to build a boat because there is some more land out this way, and I want to explore it to see if we can get some wool. So with my boat in hand, I'm just going to right click the water and it places the boat. And then if I right click it again, oh, I might need to be a little bit closer. If I right click it again, I'm now in the boat. And then my movement works basically the same as it does when I walk, except my mouse just controls where I'm looking. It doesn't really control where I'm steering. So my walking buttons are the only buttons that control my movement. Now, early on in the game like this, if you find yourself rowing around and you see something that looks like this, we're going to avoid it for now. That's definitely something that we can explore later on. However, right now we don't have the equipment needed to check it out safely. Oh boy, I can see from here something that we've been looking for a while now. There it is. It's a sheep. Great. So we're going to sail up to him. I'm going to press the left shift button to get out. And I'm going to make an item. Oh, there's sheep all over the place. Perfect. I'm going to make an item using 2 iron ingots, just like this. I think I can actually, yep, just like this. I'm going to get a pair of shears. And now with my shears in my hand, if I right click on the sheep, it produces wool blocks without me having to kill the sheep. Oh, there's another sheep. So if I right click again, and just like that, I now have more than enough wool to make a bed. So that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I was hoping there'd be sheep over here, and there was. So great. But while we're over here, I'm going to gather some of this right here. This is sugarcane, and if I just punch the sugarcane, it'll knock some of it off. Now, if you notice, I left a little bit here. As long as there is at least one sugarcane, this will continue to grow up. So I can actually continue to come back and gather this sugarcane later. Let's get back in our boat and head back to our island. Now, personally, when I play this game, I try to not kill sheep for wool ever. So in other words, I usually try to aim for getting my hands on iron as fast as I can, so that I can get shears as fast as I can, so that I can get wool, so that I can make a bed. And we'll sail back to our island. Again, left shift button to get out of my boat. Now, sugarcane can be planted on any block, either sand or dirt or grass, that is immediately next to water. So I'm just going to plant, for now, this sugarcane right here, so it's going to be easy for me to harvest. We'll get a bed made, place it in our house, and now we don't have to wait through the night. The next thing that I want to start building are some fences and gates. So I'm going to build a gate with this configuration right here, and some fences with this configuration right here. And I think I'm just going to set this up right here. So as I'm gathering resources for my current project, again, it's almost nighttime, so I'm going to run into our house. And now that we have a bed, I can right click and go to sleep. Which means that I don't have to wait for it to be daytime again. Okay, so we have this little fenced in area now, and I'm going to actually put in a second gate here. And if I right click on my gates, just like my door, I can open or close them. So leaving my gates open, I'm going to get my seeds in my hands, and I'm going to head over to some of these chickens over here. Let's try to get as many chickens as we can, and we'll see what happens. As they follow me, they will start to lose interest in the fact that I'm carrying seeds, and occasionally they'll kind of just stop following. So if I get a large group, hopefully I can get at least 2 to follow. I always want to make sure I'm aware of my surroundings as I'm walking. See right there, some of them have already lost interest, and that's okay because I still have 4 right here. Oh, I want to grab that egg. And I'm going to walk in through this open area. I'm going to close my gates, and then I'm going to move away from the seeds. And now I have 4 chickens in this little space. Now, I really don't need my fences to be too high because the way that the fences work, fences are technically only 1 block tall, but the amount of space that they take up is actually more than 1 block, so I can't jump over fences. Unlike if I put a block down, I can jump on top of this. And you can actually see the camera goes up a little bit if I walk up onto the fence. And so just like me, creatures can't go over the fence. When it comes to chickens, I personally have really bad luck with them jumping on top of each other and then using that to get out. And so this is what I tend to do when I'm fencing in chickens. It's just chickens. I don't have this problem with any other kind of animal. But now, there is no way, unless something happens to this fence, that these chickens can get out. Now, if you notice, I was kind of hesitant to open the fence when they were standing nearby, because they'll try to follow you out. I can use a little bit extra fencing to create a second entry, so I can shut that, open this, and so even if one does happen to follow me out, it's not completely out yet. So we'll use our seeds, get 2 of these to breed, and so now we've got 5 chickens in our little chicken coop. It looks like some of our wheat is starting to grow, so we'll collect that, plant some new seeds, and we actually have some more seeds to get more chickens to breed. See, they'll go out, but they can't get all the way out, and I can just use my seeds to entice them back in. You and you, yep. And now we have 6 chickens. I'll use the wheat I gathered to make more bread. Gonna need another hoe. And if you notice, we're kind of starting to run out of storage space. So I'm going to actually, using this configuration right here, make a chest. I can right click to place this, right click to open it, and if I hold shift, I can left click on anything that I'm not currently using to quickly move it into the inventory. Now, I'm not really using most of this, so that all can stay, and I'll keep these things. The dirt I'll hold on to just in case, but this down here is really all I need for right now. The rest of this can hang out up here. And once again, it's getting close to nighttime, so we'll head back to bed. Now, we've kind of been ignoring this hole in the ground here for a while, but I'm starting to get a little curious about it. So I'm going to make myself a little bit of a staircase down to see what's down here. I'm going to grab this iron. Oh, there's more iron, even better. Now, I only have 2 torches, so I'm not going to go super far. And already I can see one of the dangers of going down into caves. But luckily, this creeper doesn't have a way up to me, so I can actually hit it with my sword, back away. Oop. That was the warning sign that he was trying to explode. Hit it with my sword and back away. Hit it with my sword and back away. And got him. Okay. Now, if it had exploded before I had killed it, it wouldn't have been a big problem. It just would have blown up a lot of these blocks. Oh, good. There's some more coal. Let's see if we can grab some of that without going in too far. We'll get some more torches put up. There's another creeper. So let's head back. I really don't want to tangle with that creeper. So let's see if we can draw it all the way out into the open. As long as it can see me, it's going to follow me. So let's draw it all the way up above where I can fight it and have plenty of room to back up quickly. There. And now he's taken care of. And we'll explore a little bit deeper. Okay. So this cave system oh boy. I just got startled by that creeper. So let's, again, we're going to run out. Now I could stay and fight that creeper, but I don't quite feel like it yet. And if you aren't that experienced with dealing with them, hanging out and fighting with them can be kind of risky. So we're just going to, again, bring it all the way out to where we've got lots of room to run. Attack it and back up. We'll attack and back up. And we'll attack and back up. And we have it taken care of. Okay, so as I was saying, this cave goes in two directions. So I always want to be careful and make sure I'm not leaving my back too exposed. So we'll go this way a little bit. And now we know it's this direction. Oh, and there's a zombie. I just want to make sure I don't let him get too close just because he can hit me if he does. Oh, and here's a second zombie. So I want to fight them off using my sword. And I have them taken care of. Okay. Oh, there's another creeper coming at us. And I can hear some more zombies. So why don't we head back up top now. And we can put the iron that we collected in our furnace to get some more iron ingots. Now we are running low on charcoal. That's okay though, because there is more coal down below. While we wait for our iron to smelt, we'll gather this wheat. And like I said with the sugarcane, if you notice, I left one block down and it's starting to grow. So I can actually start to gather these sugar canes. And I can plant my new sugar cane along the water. Oh, and I left one floating in the water, but that's okay. We can grab it. And so now we've increased the space in which our sugar cane will grow. We've got enough wheat again to make a bread. And I always want to make sure I've got food on me, just in case I get injured or just in case I have to do a lot of running around. We can see if our chickens are ready to breed. It looks like they are. And just like that, we've increased our chicken population again. Okay, it looks like all but one of our iron smelted. And we'll grab the 4 iron in our chest. And using this configuration right here, I can get an iron chest plate. And since I still have 4 iron ingots left, I'm going to get myself some iron boots too. Now if I go to my inventory, if I hold shift and left click on these, I now have an iron chest plate on and iron boots, which means if you notice, there's a new bar above my hearts. And that is how much armor I have on. My armor is actually going to help me, when I get into fights, take less damage, which is going to be good for dealing with monsters in the caves. Creepers are still going to be pretty dangerous to me, but zombies and skeletons aren't going to do quite as much damage anymore, simply because I have this armor on now. It's getting close to nighttime, so we'll go ahead and sleep for now. I don't necessarily need to sleep. I could always go down into the caves and explore, but just for now, because we're still kind of getting started and trying to get our feet underneath us, I'm going to sleep just so I don't have to deal with anything when I come back up. I made myself some extra sticks so that when I get coal, I can make some more torches. And I want to be careful coming back down just in case that creeper is still down here. I don't see the creeper, but now I see a skeleton. We're going to try to avoid the skeleton, and we're going to hang a right and go down to this area down here that we've already explored a little bit. I'm going to make myself some torches real quick. And if you notice, we can hear the zombie somewhere nearby, which means we just kind of want to be on alert to make sure that we're not going to let it... Oop, I don't need 2 torches there. To make sure that we're not going to let it sneak up on us. But there is a lot of iron around here, so we're going to grab all that. So we've gathered all this iron, and if you notice, I've been throwing down quite a few torches, and it's mostly because I want to keep this area lit so that I don't have creatures appearing in this area as I start to explore the next branch of this cave. I've got my sword ready because I can hear monsters, and I want to be ready in case they start to come after me. I'm going to slowly start to light this area up, keeping an eye out for holes in the ground. Oh boy. Want to avoid that creeper. So for now, I think I want to finish my armor before we go much deeper. So we're going to head back up top. I'm going to put my coal in my furnace and all my new iron in my furnace. While my iron is smelting, I'll do a little farming. Now this should be more than enough iron, so I'm going to take what's already smelted. I want to make myself a pair of pants. I'm going to make myself a helmet. And I actually do need one more. Perfect. And using this configuration right here, I'm going to make a shield. Always remember that I always have this right here, this book, with any recipes that I can make available in it. So if you ever find yourself thinking, I don't remember how to make what I need to make, you can always rely on this right here. So now that I have my armor equipped, I'm going to put my shield in this slot right here. And if you notice, I now have a shield in the bottom left corner of my screen. If I hold the right mouse button in the Java version of Minecraft, I'm now holding my shield up. If you're playing Bedrock, which is again the Windows version, the left shift button will actually hold your shield out. So that's kind of a tricky thing, and it's a slight difference between Java and Bedrock. If you're playing Java, right mouse button holding that brings up your shield. If you're playing Bedrock, left shift button. Again, it's getting close to nighttime, so we're going to go rest. And now that it's a new day, we're going to head back down into this hole. And we're going to try to go a little bit farther. Now that I have my sword and shield, my left mouse button is my attack, my right mouse button is my defense, or again, if you're playing Bedrock, my left shift key is my defense, which is going to make me just feel a little bit more secure. And if you notice, my armor bar is a little bit more full too. So we're just going to keep doing a little exploring. Ah, here's a perfect situation. If I hold my shield up, the skeleton's arrow hits my shield and doesn't actually hurt me. And if I get close enough to the skeleton, the arrow sometimes will actually hurt the skeleton. A creeper, if it blows up near me when my shield's up, it actually just does damage to the shield instead. So, those are the two biggest benefits of having a shield. So let's run in here, get some torches put up. Alright, now, ooh, another spider. Now luckily, the spider can't quite figure out how to get up here at me, but spiders are capable of climbing walls. So he's trying to figure it out right now. So I want to have my sword ready. I just want to make sure that no one's trying to sneak up behind me too. Here, okay, he figured it out. So again, my shield can protect me from spider attacks. Ooh, this is a thing I've been waiting for spiders to drop. Now it's only one, but this string is something that spiders drop sometimes, and it's something that's going to help me in the future. So I'm going to hold on to that. Now I have been injured, so I'm going to eat some bread. I want my torches ready so I can start lighting spaces up again. Always ready to switch to my sword if I need to. Oh, and there's another spider. There's two spiders. Okay, perfect. So hopefully one of them will drop another string. Perfect, string. I'll get rid of this spider while I'm at it. Watch out for that skeleton. Now early on in the game, when you're still getting started, I recommend trying to fight monsters one at a time. Luckily the spiders, being polite, and waiting for us to finish fighting the skeleton. However, it's really easy to start getting kind of overwhelmed, so fighting them one at a time definitely makes your chances of surviving a battle significantly higher. So we've got some string. We've explored this area some. Let's head back up to the top because we know that this iron and coal is down here, so we can always come back for it in the future. And now for the reason that I was excited about this string. If I set up 3 sticks in this configuration and 2 strings, I can get a fishing rod. And this is actually going to help us finish up our concern about food security. So now if I come over to any body of water, this actually will work just fine. If I right click so that this lure goes into the water, you notice the bubble animation starts to happen around the water, which means I'm actively fishing. Now as I sit here, there's going to be a trail of bubbles that are going to head eventually towards my lure floating in the water. And just like that, as soon as the bubbles reach the lure, it's going to pull it down, and I want to right click again. That's going to help me catch whatever was coming at the lure. So again, I'll right click into the water. I'll wait till the trail of bubbles heads towards my lure. You can see it coming. I right click again, and now I've caught 1 raw salmon and 1 raw cod. So now I don't need to swim around in the water and punch or chop at fish. I can simply just fish in any body of water. If I have a bigger body of water, like a river or the ocean, the same thing works out here. And if you're new to fishing in this game, this actually gives you a little bit more time generally to see the bubble trail and react to it. So I can hang out here for a little while and fish. So I just caught a puffer fish, which is another type of fish that you can catch in this game. And these are used in things like potion making, which is not a thing we're quite ready to talk about yet, but it is good to know that this is another type of thing that you can catch while fishing in the game. So we'll grab our iron that we've smelted. I'll throw our raw salmon in the furnace. We'll sleep because it's getting late. As the sun comes up over our little survival island, that is going to be it for today. We've got a new little chicken coop going on over here, which is going to be a good source for us to get eggs. And if I want to, I can always use this as a source for raw chicken as well. If you plan on using the chickens themselves as food, remember to always keep 2 so that you can breed them to get more chickens in the future. We still have our little wheat farm. We have some sugarcane growing in the future. And now we have our fishing pole as well, which is going to help us gather more food. We've also talked a little bit more about exploring caves and caverns around your survival base, which is something else that you can do to help pass time and also get more resources for getting better equipment, getting armor, which we talked about today, as well as resources for building. I hope that you're finding all of these tips helpful. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I look forward to seeing you next time in the Lapis Kingdom. Have a great day. Bye.